Today's adventure brings us to SkyLift Park in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And as I pan over, you can see some guests, which I will be one of in the very, very near future, as I ascend the mountain to an attraction that just recently opened there in the top left corner, way up there. It's begun. The ground's not too far from my feet at the moment. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, but rest assured I will continue to go up, 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 hopefully not away. Yes, I'm back in Tennessee, an impulsive return trip to see a few things, to stay a few days, maybe a tad bit more. I haven't quite decided, but I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? As I briefly stop and kinda teeter over this river, show you the pamphlet that I was given upon entry. Number 33 is the one I chose, or should I say, was given. But back to the pamphlet, it states from the very top, the new SkyBridge stretches 680 feet across Crockett Mountain, reaching a height of 140 feet above the valley floor. The longest pedestrian bridge in North America. If you think the view behind me is rather majestic, just wait. It'll get better. It'll get much, much better. Another brief stopping point. Family in front of me, their children, are stating that they're about to drop, which I hope is not true. You can see some of the former stanchions from the old ride. Now they've replaced it with the new pillars. Gotta be patient though, we're just momentarily stopped. Okay, we're going. It's moving. Cost of admission was around $26 and change, give or take a coin or two to grab a seat. But there are some rather expansive and impressive angles from way up here. The mechanism I'm sitting in has been here for quite a while, but the structure of the building on the right, that is also new, as well as the bridge I will soon be meandering across. A camera, I will believe, take my photo. Okay, taking it. There is a family of bears hanging around up here. And there's some seats you can just, make yourself comfortable and enjoy the view. There it is in all its glory. The sun is starting to descend behind the mountain peaks, but you can kind of still make it out there, looming in the shadows of the valley below. I'll walk across that thing. As you make your way up the stairs, these little waterfall features have been added. Gives it a nice little ambiance. Another seating area above them as well. Begins at this point, and then you just step by step go across the gap. Oh yeah, it's happening. I'm doing this. No turning back. Looks pretty cool with the added haze, the Smoky Mountains. 680 feet long, established 2019, as stated right here on this placard. I guess when the hours reach their point of closure, they take these gates and they close them. You don't want anybody going across there after business hours. It's my time. It's my time. Oh yes. Oh yes. All right, I really haven't made it too far. Just a couple of yards. But it's very bouncy. I'm trying to hold it still. But look at this. It's just like shaking all around. This is just like, oh my goodness. This is This is much, I'm going to use the word flimsy, but it's much more like bouncy than I expected. Oh, you're shaking it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He was trying to frighten me. The thing is definitely swaying. Oh my God. Completely a lot shakier than I expected. I'm starting to get the hang of this now. Even though it's kind of doing this, I'm starting to get the feel, the consensus of whatever you do. Oh, it's almost like I'm on a boat out to sea. The way it's swaying and show it's like connected to these like heavy pieces of rope, steel rope that's like keeping it all safe, but you can even see how they're just kind of jiggling around quite a bit. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's like right there. Just, it'll be okay, I think. A very decent size connector hook. Oh my gosh, this thing is just like back and forth. This gives me a vote of confidence though. This is not an amateur hour connector hook. This thing is not going to fold under the pressure. You can see how it just stretches over that way. Just hold it here for a second and you see it's just kind of like, feels like almost like an earthquake is happening. I'll pan up and just kind of show the perimeter of where I am as I spin to the right. You can see downtown Gatlinburg from way up here. You get pretty good bird's eye. I don't think a bird would be too frightened though. It's used to the wind shaking it around to and fro. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh my. Okay. All right, it'll be all right. It's gonna be okay. Everything is just fine in my brain until this, oh my gosh, until this point. I am, oh, what the heck. All I see is my reflection looking down, and there's a hole right here. There's a hole. What?
I feel like if there's too many on here, we're just going to shatter the glass.
Don't say that. I didn't hear that. I'm striking that from my memory. The middle section really is a popular spot where you can see through the glass. That's kind of where everybody wants to stand and get a peek downward. Whew.
I'm not even going to look down.
I'm not the only, judging by the people what they're saying, I'm not the only one slightly frightened. It definitely does throw your equilibrium completely off. Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving. Yeah, it's like a very uneasy feeling and experience. All in all, it's not too bad. I'm handling it really well. It's just, first it's difficult to get used to, but then after a while you're just like, okay, I got this.
So it's 680 feet long, 5 feet wide. There's 1,430 cedar planks. There's 3 sections of glass, 5 feet each, which is 15 feet of glass. There's 1,063,125 pounds of concrete holding this bridge on the ground, and the approximate weight of the bridge is 53,000 pounds. One panel of that glass, which is 3 layers, 1 1/4 inch thick, it can hold the weight of the bridge, which is approximately at 53,000 pounds. There's 3.33 miles of cable altogether, which is 48.9 football fields. And the main cable is 2 inches in diameter and 9 pounds a foot. The bridge was built with a drone and a winch, and I believe there was a couple of dozers involved too because of how heavy the cable was. This side over here goes 65 feet into bedrock with the concrete. That side over there goes 85 feet into bedrock, and each of your anchors are 35 to 45 feet into bedrock.
That's a lot of info. I will probably not commit that to memory, but I appreciate you sharing that with me.
And there's over 10,000 decking screws and over 40,000 pieces of hardware.
Wow. How long did it take to start to finish?
8 to 9 months, which the thing of it was, they had thought the idea before the fires, so they already did all the surveying and stuff, and then after the fires, they just got straight to building.
It's amazing because from ground level, the Space Needle you see kind of in the middle of the screen seems so tall, but from way up here, it's not tall at all. And yes, believe it or not, it is called the Space Needle. And I throw that believe it or not reference in there because at the base of it is Ripley's. This shows the names of all the different points and peaks as you look out over the horizon there. You kind of get a little information on what each name is looking over there into the haze. And panning back around, all you have to do is look down here and realize that that was Green Buyer Pinnacle, Brushy Mountain, and others.
The max weight is 300,000 pounds. So if you get 500 people at 600 pounds, that's
The illumination has been turned on, and the worker was letting me know that the glass up here can hold a lot of weight. Still wobbling. Oh my gosh, still. Yeah, when you're closer to the middle, you really start to feel the shakiness. It's just like back and forth, to and fro. I love being up at this height. I think the lower I get the camera angle down, the more you can kind of see how it sways. And I'm not even really doing this. People approaching me from a few feet back. They're walking just because they're... Goodness. Looks like the crowd has started to dissipate, and now you can really see how this... Oh my. Yes, that is an experience right there. Look at that. Straight down. You guys going across?
We're gonna lay on it.
Oh, you gotta lay on it?
I said we get that one.
You want to do that, Doug?
Yeah. No.
Come on.
Gotta see exactly what this is. The crowd catch-all is definitely that middle section with the glass. It's only a few feet, maybe like 3 panels, so everyone just kind of congregates there. You gotta be quick if you want a photo. And it's the shakiest part, so there's a lot of weight right there. The bridge is like, heck, I'm really trying to hold this camera steady.
Make sure y'all look down.
Look being shaking. I ain't going. Hey. Ah.
No need in doing stuff like this. I think it's bulletproof. I think it's bulletproof glass.
You guys hiding against the corner?
Yeah.
Don't jump on it.
Is this my good side?
Yeah.
Is this my good side right here? Does it look good? Kind of like a Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds pose. Okay, I'm terrified.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That's weird, isn't it?
Alright, did you see holding up a line, lady? How's that? See that crack?
Oh.
Right, you're holding up the line, lady.
I'm trying to run.
Move it. Right, Paul, go.
Whoa!
Hey, let's go.
Creaking. You can hear the creaks. I'm glad I got here during the day and waited around till nightfall. You kind of get the best of both worlds as far as ambiance goes.
Halfway there.
ain't no problem. I'm going past that glass.
So I was wondering exactly how hard it works.
Trying my darndest to hold this camera still. Easier said than done.
Okay, that was pretty cool. Did it, girl.
Oh my gosh, I just realized that noise is the creaking and the turning of the planks. I mean, you hear the crickets too, but the other noise. With anything, there are some rules for safety reasons. No food or beverages on the bridge itself. Once you're to either side, you can get a soda or a snack, but not on the bridge itself. For obvious reason, they don't want anything dropping off the side of that and plummeting down to the earth. Do not run, jump, or bounce, and don't climb on the railings. If you have children, do not lift them over the side, dangle them. That's not very good. And when the surface is wet, it will be slippery, obviously. Strollers and wheelchairs are not permitted. Do not drop anything, and the park is not responsible for any dropped items. So if my camera would have taken a plummet, that would have been on me. Well, that guy's very brave. He's bouncing. This other guy's clinging on the side of the rail. Everyone reacts differently.
This is as far as I'm going, so I think I reached my limit.
Sometimes people only go a few feet, take a photo, and then state it to their family members they're not going any further. Let me just zoom past these flowers. Were those petunias? Oh, the moon's up there. The moon's out.
Look at that. Wait, let me see. Oh, it's pink.
What's that sound? Shifting sound.
Right here, take a picture, go back that way. All these people on it.
Listen closely. Church bells down there. Okay, they stopped. Caught the tail end of them. Feels great up here. Still got to head in there and find out what's inside that building. I'm guessing food and gifts. Downtown Gatlinburg looks pretty fantastic. All lit up. All illuminated with the neon and just regular lights lining the streets. It all just kind of goes together. In the forefront of the bridge, this new seating area where you can just, you know, take a load off, relax, and look over the majesticness of tourism in full form. Well, in beauty. Can't really see the mountains now because it's too dark, but during the day you can see the mountain ranges are breathtaking. That little bear is looking at the people crossing. That little bear wants to cross. You want to cross? Little bear, little baby bear? You want to cross that bridge? You'll cross that bridge when you get there. I don't think this was on purpose, but Sky Center, if you're looking how to get in, Sky Enter. Hey, you go in, you enter through here. Oh dang, this is pretty freaking nice in here. With a nice little outdoor seating area with a pretty fantastic overlook. Yep, I was right, an assortment of products for purchase. Making my descent. Heading back down the mountain. I love these type of ski lifts. I'm just like, anytime, anywhere I go, anywhere, if a ski lift exists, I don't even ski, but if there is a lift of the ski persuasion, I'll be more than happy to grab a seat, whether it be up the side of a hill, at a fair, in a theme park. I'm all about it. I don't know, it's like a tractor beam. It just draws me in. Just enjoy the soothing sounds. Well, I'm talking, so now I'm gonna enjoy the soothing sounds of the mechanical gizmos in Gatlinburg. Someone's yelling and whistling at the same time. There's probably two people doing it. I don't think one person can both yell and whistle simultaneously. That would be talent. This goes right over a thoroughfare, right over traffic. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe by doing so. It helps keep you in the loop and up to date on future uploads here on this channel. Take it a step further, ring that notification bell. See you in the next video, the vlog. It's over. That was a perfect example of how I keep a shot in, because it was good, halfway decent lighting on the side of a dark mountain versus the noisy motorcycle going by. Normally I would redo that take, but in this case, you could see my face, so it won out. You can still hear that cycle all the way from here. It's a loud one. It is always hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that I'm being held up by that one little notch, that one bolt going over through that mechanism is what is keeping me afloat, if you will.